When the towers crumble. Genesis chapter 11 and verse 8. So the Lord scattered them abroad from there over the face of all the earth, and they ceased building the city. The story of the Tower of Babel, as recorded in Genesis chapter 11, will be familiar to most of us. Up until that time, all the people of the earth lived together and spoke one common language. When the people reached the plain in the land of Shinar, they devised an ambitious plan. They proposed to build a city and a tower that would be so tall that the top would reach the skies. The people hoped that by doing so, they could make a name for themselves and also become a force that no one could contend with. The Lord came down to inspect this scene, and He perceived their pride, which, if left unchecked, would find them joining together to do things that He would not approve of. The Lord just made one simple move. He confused their language so that they could not understand each other. That's why the name Babel. He then scattered the people all over the face of the earth. Once communication was severed, all their lofty plans were thwarted. In Luke chapter 12, verses 16 to 21, Jesus told a parable of a man who prospered so much that he had to break down his storehouses and build bigger ones. His premise was that if he stored enough to last a lifetime, his soul would be secure. Listen to his words in Luke chapter 12 and verse 19. And I will say to my soul, Soul, you have many goods laid up for many years. Take your ease, eat, drink, and be merry. Guess what God did? God called him a fool, and in just one move, He demanded that man's soul that very night. Woefully, he had to leave behind everything that he had hoarded for himself, and in the bargain, he even lost his own soul. Let me highlight to you some of the towers that we have built to highly esteem ourselves. The tower of financial prosperity and affluence. The tower of knowledge which permeates our educational system and elevates the degrees we possess. The tower of technological advancements. The tower of science and medicine that has resulted in outstanding discoveries and progress to enhance our health. The tower of careers which demand that we work hard and long to get to the top. The tower of communication which has made the world a global village. The tower of travel and tourism that has made our world smaller. The tower of the food industry that makes us crave all kinds of food that never seem to satisfy. Have you noticed how most of these towers have begun to be shaken since the onset of this global pandemic? Interestingly, unlike the Tower of Babel, the only tower that seems to be strong is the tower of communication. God has allowed a microscopic virus to shake the foundations of all the towers that we have built and leaned on. God is almighty, and as mere mortals, when we get lofty, put our trust in these man-made towers, don't give God the honor due to Him alone, He will most certainly do something to get our attention. A single move of God is enough to bring down every tower that we have built and found our security in. This is the time to repent, to humble ourselves, to stop leaning on our own understanding or any of these towers that we have tried to find security in, and to lean on the Lord completely. Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 21 reminds us that many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. If we make the Lord the tower we lean on, even when everything else around us collapses, we will not be shaken. Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10 says it this way, The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous man runs into it and is safe. Have a wonderful day.